saw it going down there. So I wanted to give it to you. It's a pretty flower.
You know what? I think that's an iris seed pod.
So it's pretty.
No, it is pretty. I just think it means that there's iris over there.
Mm.
Is that better quality? Can you see the mountains? Vaguely. Can you see?
And again, I'm also in 4D, so.
Can you see Fire Island?
Not yet. It's like a 15-second delay.
Oh, there's a delay on it? That's funny.
Yeah, I mean.
Can you see Fire Island? Oh, that's so weird that there's delay. That's not bad quality for not having any internet out here, though.
Well, I'm an LT. I'm not even an LTE. Oh, it did tell me.
It gave you a notification that I was live. Interesting. And the tide's going out pretty quick. Look, she brought me iris seed pods. So.
Let me switch it to LTE. See what it looks like. Start moving around.
The cabin is still standing, so that's good. Made it all winter.
Like 15 people on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah.
So it's a very pretty day today. Except falling through the snow. This mountain right here is all behind the trees. There we go. Now you can see the mountain.
All right, should we do a little tour of the house, or? Oh, show them the show them the. Now we get down here.
Yeah. Be careful, don't fall down. Let's see how far the garage has fallen off the lot.
Yeah, we got our garage is about to fall off, so we got to pull that back. Look, it says no gas on it, so people back in the day used to come up, probably had so many people asking for gas they had to put a sign up there.
It says no gas, yeah. Can you get back up? There you go. Well, that is Fire Island. That's how far north we are on the Kenai Peninsula. And Anchorage is just on the other side of that. Hey, you're gonna fall off that. Will you go get her?
We'll go do a master plan.
Inara, come this way. So here's the cabin. Woo, I'm slipping.
Yeah, if you guys can see right here. This is what we're going to be replacing. There's all this dry rot. Pretty much from here down needs to all be replaced. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the inside of the house and put all the load-bearing walls on the inside, and then we'll be able to remove this without anything hopefully dropping or the house coming down.
Where's your sister at?
Flower?
Oh, what'd you bring me this time?
And that and that.
It was very nice, thank you. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Showing the gigantic piles of...
Oh, the pile of stuff that we had to pull out. There she is. This is all stuff we had to pull out from the inside. None of it was salvageable, unfortunately, because the house has been empty so long. So, sad, but I don't think there's enough light in there to see. But, oh, and we found a well here, too. Don't know if this works. Did you slip and fall, sweetie?
Oh, trust me, it does not.
Come here.
Work. It does not.
What'd you do? Did you bonk your head?
On this.
On this? Okay, you look fine. Hey, don't hop down, sweetie. falling in the snow. Here's the old well, old pitcher well. I'm not. The closest town to us is Nikiski, but it's an hour just to get to the road, and then after that, it's still another 45 minutes, 30 minutes to get to Nikiski. So.
It does not work.
Well, baby, the ground's frozen right now. It wouldn't work right now. We'll have to flush it and see if it works this summer. That's kind of a cool antique pump on there.
They just put it up and then down, up and then down.
Yep.
And then water comes out.
That's how it's supposed to work.
It could work. I don't think this has any. We'll have to buy a new pump for this to even prime it, huh? When we get it going.
I don't know. You might have to put water in it to prime
you
it.
have to put water in it.
Yeah, we'll have to.
There has to be water in it.
We'll have to ask some old timers, some experts, how to get that to work. But it's kind of cool to find it. I mean, it means there's water out here, so. If all these roots haven't gotten into the well, at least that's my biggest concern. But the trees are kind of good for erosion control, at least, though. So, because we're pretty close. It's pretty cold. It's not too bad. It's probably, what, it's in the 40s today at least?
Yeah.
So.
High 30s, low 40s.
But we're really
it's a lot
close.
better when it's warm outside, or sunny outside.
So you can see the cabin and the bluff. It's pretty close. So I've got kind of an erosion control plan. I've got some willow trees coming and I'm going to interspace some other stuff. So hopefully we stop losing this bluff.
Yeah, this is actually one of the lowest points on the bluff where you can access up onto the bluff. I think we're about 12 feet from the beach, and most of them are about 60 to 80 feet.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that have coastal property can't actually directly access it from the beach. Mm-hmm. We're one of the few lucky people that will be able to.
Yep. So, and there was an outhouse over this way at one point, but it's completely fallen down and under the snow. And then there was like an old smallish cabin back here, but it's completely been destroyed.
Yeah, they used to ball back in the day.
I don't know if my internet's gonna last going away from the bluff. I have no idea, but there's this little through the woods we go. This little tiny cabin back here. Maybe an old trapper's cabin or something. It's got the little bed in it, the raised bed frame. And it used to have a wood stove, so you can see the roof's completely fallen down and stuff. And the floor is pretty rotted out, but it's kind of interesting to find this here. And this is where the wood went off to the side. So, hi Ronan.
This is a pretty old house.
That is a pretty old house. But our big project this summer is going to be working on this bigger cabin and making it habitable so that we can move in and live out here full time. So it'll be an adventure. Oh, there, you can kind of see the outhouse where it's fallen down right there. So, but we'll come back this way. Whew. Through the woods.
Do you want to try to go inside?
I mean, we can. I don't think it gets very good internet inside, but we can try. I'll come around. It might be a little dark inside too. We've got all the windows boarded up, and I don't know how well the internet works in the house, because this is just running off a cell signal right here, so.
With our super awesome door.
Yes. And a bunch of building materials inside. Babe, do you have your phone for a flashlight? Where's the baby? There she is. Hi. You coming in?
I don't know how actually helpful that is. Well, it's not really helpful at all.
Oh, that tiny cabin would be a good playhouse. I was kind of thinking a chicken coop or a duck house.
Can you see in here?
Yeah, you can pretty well.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So that's the catwalk on the second floor.
Yeah, go up there.
He's gonna go up. That's a lot of light that door let in. I'm surprised.
I know, right? Yeah, so we got a cool little catwalk. Over here will be our bedroom / little office. Upstairs up here will be the whole floor will be the girls' room.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something with the staircase going up.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Because it only leaves like this much gap right here between the two bedrooms. So if they're running back and forth, we're gonna have to gate the whole thing so they don't just.
Well, I want a trap door up there, so when they're up there, they'll just drop the trap door and it'll be solid floor the whole room.
But,
So, you want up there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me help you up. I'll take you back here.
I don't think it'll be too bad though.
I gotta come around this corner.
Just put me up there.
Yep. Okay, put your feet on the ladder. You got your. Okay, there you go. Climb up the ladder. You got it. Yep, climb up. All the way up. Yep.
Climb up on the stairs.
Yeah, and they face the house kind of funny because
Come up here.
most of the time with A-frames they face the nice view, but this A-frame goes away from the ocean. So I don't know why they did that, but
Sometimes I'm a little
she just slid down those. It scared me.
Sometimes I get a little scared and think I might fall down.
Yeah, well, don't go close to the edge. So,
Yeah, so this cabin is actually built in 3 pieces. So they started off with the bottom story, just a 1-story cabin, like 15 by 20 or whatever. And then they added another section onto it. And then they threw up a 2-story A-frame on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's basically 3 buildings thrown together.
you want to poke the phone on the 3rd floor? I'm not going up there.
I'll take it up there.
I don't do well with heights.
All right, guys, follow me, and we'll go upstairs to the kids' room. It's actually pretty cool. There's actually quite a lot of space up here.
Both sides, yeah. Hey, be super careful. Inara, don't touch
It's kind of
the
cool.
floor, please.
But my concern is more right here where there's not a whole bunch of room for them to go back and forth. So basically, like all of this area right here, we're going to have to close off so they have full, so they can run around and not get too. But yeah, let me hop up. Kind of give you guys a view from the, kind of show you what's on the outside out here. A little perspective. But yeah, I mean, if you could tell, I mean, I got tons of headspace. These girls are gonna freaking love this up here. It's gonna be awesome. Here's another little window on the other side. Maybe we can get some of these trees cleared out a little bit. Right here, where all this trash is, where the well is, we're actually gonna be putting in a subtropical greenhouse. That should be about, what are we keeping it? About 70 degrees year round?
Minimum 55.
Minimum 55 degrees. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop back down. All right.
Alright, you want to take one more look at the beach and then you're done?
All right. Yeah.
Your hands are cold? What happened to your
I'm gonna
boat?
hand it off to boss lady.
Whatever. You probably should have held it until I got down here so I didn't fall.
Oh yeah, because everyone would want to see that.
And we've got our door. That's the door that we're planning on putting in.
Well, we could show them what we pulled up so far.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Over here might work.
You can really see it, but-
So we had to take the floor up in this room because Kyle put his foot through it. So the floorboards were rotten. We were hoping to save it, but he put his foot through it. So
Hey, babe.
is it good enough to work on now?
We could start building. The ground's not even solid anymore.
Good. Well, then we'll have to come back out here and work on it again. So please don't stir up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we're not wearing masks, so.
I think in maybe like a week or two, it'll be completely good. But
Yeah.
we tore up this floor. We're gonna try to salvage the paneling, the floor paneling on this because
Yeah.
it actually looks like it's tongue and groove.
It looks
So-
like nice flooring, so.
So we'll take a Sawzall and we'll just go in there and cut all the nails out and pry it up if we can. Try to save as much of it because this is basically just going to be a subfloor. We plan on putting the subfloor down, and then we're going to grab like the purple foam board, and then we're going to lay that down and notch out for in-floor heating. We'll cut notches out through the
Foam board.
the foam board, yeah. And then on top of that, we're gonna lay like quarter-inch, half-inch of concrete,
Self-leveling concrete.
self-leveling concrete, and so we'll have nice heated floors. And then we'll
Yeah.
run that through the fireplace to keep it. There's like this really cool device that actually you put it onto your stovepipe, and it will actually
Heat the water through
make
your stove.
electricity,
that
and just
too.
enough to run a pump.
Somebody
And
else
it'll,
do that.
also, the stovepipe and the coils and stuff will heat the water, and then the pump will circulate it through the house. So we're thinking of adding 2 units, one for the inside, and then one that goes out to the greenhouse that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
So that way, whenever the fireplace is going, which will usually be in the, mostly in the winter time, all that extra heat will, keep the ground warm and keep it a little bit warmer.
Yep. And we're gonna, all this stuff that we hauled out of here, we have to wait for the beach to open up again to bring our truck in here to haul all this out to the dump because
We'll have
It
one
wasn't-
nice bonfire. All the wood stuff will burn. Anything that's like,
I don't think we can burn some of it because some of it's like lacquered wood and it's from the 50s. You don't know what's in that.
Right.
The smoke you're breathing. What if it's lead paint? Like that? What if that's lead paint? I'm not breathing that in. I'd rather just take it to the dump. Haul it out of here. But
yeah, here, check this out.
oh yeah, you can
Let's
here
go
you
on the
can
other
just
side. If we go on the other side, you can see where they join the 2 buildings.
our summers are like mid 70s. I think we hit 84 one year and everybody called it a heat wave. So
55, 60.
yeah,
just
55,
about.
60 is what it usually is, and that's
You get that, like August, we'll get about, we'll get up to the 70s and stuff, but
Okay.
very rarely we're all bitching about it too. I think this, well, we always complain about it. I think the sun hits us differently up here.
it does. So you can see here is where they joined the 2 cabins together. So my big joke is that it's not 1 cabin, it's 2 cabins and a trench coat.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that it's, these boards are only just nailed in. They're not
Yeah.
actually, there's really not much support. Like, it's just, and I'm pretty sure when they did this, they didn't purposely leave a gap. Maybe
No,
they
it
did.
might have
I don't know,
settled
they
it.
might- they
Well,
might
I
have.
mean, the header doesn't really have a gap.
No,
So
but yeah, it's a little janky.
it's interesting, but it'll be fun to fix up. So, and we've got purple roof for it, so it's going to be purple. It said burgundy on it. I thought it was going to be red, but it's purple. It's pretty purple. Because we hauled a bunch of building materials out last year, and then the ground froze. And when the ground is frozen, we couldn't work on anything. And it's got no heat in it right now, so we couldn't bring because it's impossible to get a babysitter out here. So we hauled the kids out to work with us on it every time we worked on it, and
That's our,
got too cold.
roof color right there
yeah, that's the roof that we picked for it. So it's very purplish.
with the black, and we're going almost charcoal
Yeah, we're
black.
going to do charcoal black on it, so. But.
And then I think
Hey, Bellamy, please don't climb on that. That's not safe.
if we
Thank you.
when we start going to replacing all these, we might be able to just salvage a lot of these and just cut them in half. That way we can double up, because you know the bottom half is basically all rotted away. So if we cut them in half on our sawmill, then we can double up the amount of wood that we can resalvage,
Clutchy.
and then we can just use it as a siding. Because I would like to keep the original look of it, especially with the the old school rope in there. I think it looks really cool. So hopefully
Someone
we can.
just said the rope chinking.
The rope chinking,
Yeah, the rope chinking, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super cool looking. So I want to try to keep that and keep the originality of it, but
Yeah.
also
And
give it
dogs.
some modern touches, because
He's
this was
whining.
built in the 50s. So
Yeah, so this house was registered in 59, which is the same year that Alaska became a state. So that's at least how old it is, because I really think that the original cabin part of it, I think this is a lot older, because this is a fish camp here. So when we got the place, we looked in this garage over here, and it's got like old outboard motors in it and buoys, and we've filled it with building materials now, but it needs a new door.
squeeze through in there now.
Yeah, but it came with like old, I don't think these can be fixed, but the decking to put the outboard on. There's another outboard, some buoys and netting and gear. So
I mean, it looks like they had like a giant winch line at one point.
yeah, for hauling in the net.
Yeah, look at this thing. That's a massive.
Please don't go over there. That's where it's off the cliff. So yeah, it's rope chinking on the cabin. That's all rope chinking. So, but I think doubling up on the walls, putting a wall on the inside, that'll stop any drafts from happening. So.
Oh yeah, once we get the interior wall up, it's basically going to be the same as like a
modern house
that you'd build today. We're just going to do it on the inside. That way, all the top, second, third story, all that load will be transferred over to the internal wall, taking all the pressure off the outside. So when we do pull it, we're not going to be
dropping the entire house. Yeah,
dropping the entire house. So at least that's what I think.
That's the plan anyways.
That's
it
the
may
plan.
not go to plan, but that's the goal, the hope. So there's a last look at the cabin and the beach. You can see how far the tide's gone out just since we've been on here talking. So, but, and once again, that is Fire Island, and Anchorage is just on the other side of that. So we are, as the crow flies, closer to Anchorage than any other town. So. And
you probably can't see, but Fire Island actually has a large
wind
farm there. So
I'm gonna try to zoom in. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can zoom in. Hold on, we'll see. Look, you can kind of see the wind towers. I can't hold my hand steady enough, but you can kind of see them.
Yeah, little white poles.
So
yeah, but yeah, a giant wind farm there. So
we're gonna put wind here.
Is definitely something we're looking into.
Yep. We'll just put some down over on that side. Baby, please don't get that close. I don't want you falling off the bluff.
Can I slide down?
Not right there. You can slide down on the driveway, but not right there. That's way too steep. So, all right. Thanks for coming out, guys. We're going to go and head back to our other place. So, thanks for coming and hanging out.